First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That invaded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sing my ship like Titanic.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Uses the stiff arm. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. Get it! 65.
They'll run with Sanders. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Sanders, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
19 tight.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. On 1st down, here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Mon. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready up.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings
We're scoreless after 1.
the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, play.
Off the play fake, Mon. Right back to Cook for another completion.
Ready, play.
2nd and 6. Here's Mon. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mond out of the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And the Vikings have got 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Mon good to throw it. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, here's Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. They go play action here. Mon. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now. 18, pioneer.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Hurts to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looks to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mon now off of play action. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air, Mond. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mon looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Mon. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Okay, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is. And then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 97 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Throws this one right side to Pascal. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Probably we ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Ready, break! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
On 1st down, Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw again on 2nd down, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Off the play fake, Mon. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Mond out of the shotgun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get out.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go, set. Right. Come right.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, Mon fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 64 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Here we go.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
52. Practice, 6. Hurry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Minshew. Into the hands of Sanders. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Minshew. And once again, this is Sanders. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Minshew. This is Smith with the ground. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Ready up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Well, this one party was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch them and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.